Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video I got this 2004 Chevy Tahoe right behind me. So the issue with this Chevy Tahoe, customer complaint was when they're driving they would notice that the vehicle would bog down. So they brought it over to the shop. We did take it out for a test drive. It was about a 45-minute test drive. Would never act up. Today is a good day. Took it out for a test drive. Now it's acting up. As you can see, I kept it on because one thing is that this is kind of intermittent. We have the fault going on right now. So how about in today's video we try to figure out this fault and get this vehicle back to the customer. All right, awesome. So we're inside the vehicle right now. Let me just tell you a little bit backstory. The customer was insisting that I would keep the vehicle over the weekend because when we did take the test drive, it was not acting up, and it happens a lot whenever a customer drops off a vehicle. You know, the car will not act up, especially being an intermittent fault. And he really wanted me to see where the fault's coming from. Finally, after taking a couple little test drives and picking up parts and so on, we found the issue. All right, beforehand, when he dropped it off, I did get some codes. I cleared them, and now we're gonna check them out again. And let's see if it's the same codes. And the codes I had before were, yes, these transmission codes right here. So we have a torque converter clutch solenoid, 1 to 2 shift, 2 to 3 shift, and 3 to 2 shift solenoid, and a torque converter clutch pressure solenoid. All right, so these are the same codes that we had when I cleared them. Let's get a wiring diagram. Let's see where these are tied in together, and then hopefully we can see what's going on, because these are exact same codes that we have. But you know what, let me recreate this that's going on right here. Hopefully it does it. Let's go take a little test drive, and you're gonna see I'm gonna be giving it gas and it's not gonna do anything. So let me set this up and let's get on the road. All right, so I'm at the stretch right here, no traffic. You really don't have to go too far. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna gun it, and you're gonna see that it's not gonna move at all. I have my engine RPM here, and this is my, we can put that up, my TP indicator. I'm just gonna gun it and let's see how fast we get. I'm gunning it right now, and look at that. Look at that. It didn't even move anything. All right, let me stop right here because we're getting close to the stop. Check that out. We hit almost 100%, and the highest RPM was about 1700 RPM. This is what the customer was complaining right now. They're just saying that this was not going at all. It wasn't even moving. Is it going to be our transmission codes? We don't know yet. How about we just get our wiring diagram and we see exactly what those sensors are being, or their solenoids are being fed off of. All right, before we forget, remember which solenoids we're looking at. Torque converter clutch, 1-2 shift, 2-3 shift, 3-2 shift, and torque converter clutch pressure control solenoid. All right, so torque converter clutch and so on. All right, this is going to be our transmission side right here. And as you can see, we have our torque converter solenoid, 2-3 shift solenoid, 1-2 shift solenoid, and 3-2, all right here. And as you can see, let me see if we can get this right here. Look at that. They're all tied in to something. And remember, torque converter, 3-2, another torque converter, 2-3, and 1-3. They're all tied in. And let's see what is this tied into. Goes up here, and then after that goes to this ignition ignition zero fuse. And this ignition zero fuse is hot and run, AC, and start. Okay, basically anything on the start position, accessory, and run position. This is when it's supposed to be on. Alright. Is it gonna be this easy? Because as well, this goes into our ignition portion of our PCM. Cool. Where is this located at? This is on the left instrument panel fuse block, lower side of dash. Should be somewhere right here. How about we take a look at that? Let's look at this ignition zero fuse right here. Let's see if it has any voltage to start off with, and that is supposed to feed all these solenoids that we have right here. All right, let's set up and let's check that out. All right, cool. So we're right here where the fuses are going to be at, and we know that because of this right here. And check this out. They customized this. All right, let's pull this off right here. And like I said, if we look at our wiring diagram, it shows that this is on the left instrument panel block, lower left side of dash. And now what we need to look for, and I forgot to do that, is going to be ignition 0, 10 amp fuse. All right, let's check this out. And it's actually right in front of us. Ignition 0, 10 amp fuse. The orientation on this looks like that. Now what we need to do is get our test light, and we hooked it up to a ground, good ground. And to verify we have a good ground, I'm just going to touch pin 16 on the DLC. Let's see if y'all catch that. Beautiful. All right, make sure that the key's on position. That's really important, because if not, you're not going to know if this fuse is working. But if we look here, that fuse is going to be, there's two of these, IG0, 1 and 2. So we're going to be looking at that one. Check that out. And there, and here. All right. Now what we need to do is find out where actually this is going to be fed off of, and we're going to see where this voltage is going from there. So let me get a wiring diagram and let's check this out. All right, so we do have a wiring diagram right here, and as you can see, we have our ignition 0, and that is going to tie into our automatic transmission and PCM right there. And if we go back to this, where's this coming from? Our ignition switch. That's going to be a white wire right there. That's going to feed these fuses, which we're not getting any power right there. Now what we need to make sure is our ignition getting power, and that's going to be fed off by a red wire. And then after that, that's going to feed off our white wire, which is going to feed off our fuse. And our ignition switch is right there. So now what we need to do, take this sucker off and start looking at that. All right, cool. I took off the cover right here, and let me see if we can see this. This is our white wire, and this is going to be our red wire. Now the easiest thing we can do is just verify, do we have power going into this? Remember, key has to be on position. All right. So there you go. We do have power going into this. Let's see. This is the white wire, and we're just touching it from the back, and it's not doing anything. All right. What I want to do, I'm going to get one of my little tools, and I'm going to look for pin fitment. I just want to make sure that the pin fitment is good. And after that, what else can it be? Is it going to be our ignition switch? We're going to give that a try. First and foremost, let me go get that little tool, and we're going to test that out. All right. So here's our connector right here, and I'm going to be using this little tool to do a little drag test. And I got this little tool. It comes in a big old kit. I don't know if you see my last video. This is a toolkit from AES Wave. I'm going to put the link down below, and all we're going to do, we're just going to do a drag test on this. And remember, this is our white wire right here. That's going to be the second one. I'm just going to do the neighboring one first, see how the drag is. That has a good drag. Now this white one, that has a good drag as well. All right. Man, I think this is gonna be a cut and dry one right here. This is looking like the ignition switch on this. What we need to do, I'm gonna see if I can order a brand new ignition switch, and we're gonna give that one a shot. Like I said, we got power going in there. Everything's turning on. It's just one leg that's not feeding out the other fuses right here. So what I want to do, I'm going to see if we can get a brand new ignition switch, and let's try it out. Alright, awesome. We got our brand new ignition switch right here. I just opened it up, wanted to make sure that this is the one, and it looks pretty much it. Alright, this is going to be a pretty easy process. As you can see right here, 2 little springs. So we got to depress them in from that side, and then after that, it should be all in. So what we want to do, just key on the off position, and then after that, we're going to switch this out. Alright, this is our old one right here, brand new one. And what I like, it's a GM product right there. Alright, now we got to get our key, boom, and we're going to go ahead, put this on the on position. Alright, this is the moment of truth right here. Now we're going to touch this white wire. Hey, check that out. Now let's move out to this fuse right here. See what happens. Look at that. That is nuts. Alright, what I want to do now, let's go take this out for a test drive, and let's verify that we actually have a proper fix, and now the vehicle's running. I'm happy. Let's get going. Alright, we're at the same spot right here, and I can tell you this is gonna get up and go. So this might fall off when I give it gas. As you can see, RPM 540, TP angle 13%. Here it goes. I'm just gonna give it some gas. If this falls, it's good for it. And we wait until this truck passes by. All right, I'm ready right now. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's go. All right, let me stop. All right, cool. Let's check this out. All right, we got up to almost 2200 RPM, and as you can see, it went up to almost 90 something percent. This was a lot faster than what we had before, so a difference of almost 700 RPM at get up and go. There you go. If you do like this video, please put a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell to get out brand new videos coming out from Oz Mechanics. Man, I really got to clean up my nails. All right, y'all take care. Goodbye.